Well, now let's check in, as we mentioned, with our first guest this morning to see, again, as we enter this new phase of our new normal, as you mentioned, Natalie. So let's check in with Eva from Datz in St. Pete. And is that correct? Are you standing in front of a bar?
I am standing at a bar. There is bottles behind me. It's real. I'm here.
Wow.
Well, let's explain. For the longest time, of course, bars, people weren't able to sit there. Now, as of today, bars are going to be reopened, but you were still mixing up drinks and just delivering them. So people were still able to indulge a little bit of Datz, right?
Yes, it was just more of a seating situation where we were taking our bar guests more to a table. You can still sit down and have just a drink and maybe just an appetizer. You don't have to stay and get a whole meal, even if you just want to have a cocktail. We still have them available. And even now, it's going to be even better.
So explain how Datz is going to do it and how it's going to work if you actually, because starting today, you actually can take, but the key from what I understand is a seat at the bar.
That is the key. So when you come to Datz, you're still going to go straight to your host. You can ask for your bar seating, and then they will take you to your bar seats. We're going to just try and be as knowledgeable as we can about keeping everyone kind of apart. That's where our system of seating is going to come in and play the best part for us.
So no standing room, which some people kind of may be used to.
Maybe not in this phase.
Yeah. Okay.
But I know the summer drinks are going to be in this phase. How can people enjoy the newly opened bar and, of course, be able to get those drinks at Datz, even if they're seated at tables? What are you serving up?
So today I'm just going to make a simple margarita. It's a classic one, 2 ounces of tequila. We've got some lime juice, some lemon juice, triple sec. We can actually do it in so many different ways. Even if you came to the bar and asked for our classic blackberry sage margarita, you can always get a regular lime margarita. You can always spice it up and add jalapeno. You can get some fruit muddled in there. Lots of yummy different options.
It's funny.
Sorry, go ahead, Nat.
I'll say it's funny we're talking about margaritas because recently we had some fun with cocktails on our Facebook Live show, and I shared how margarita is like that drink that I just want to always go to in the summer. So you say you're making a classic. Let's describe classic here. I still see the salt rim glass.
Yes. So the classic margarita is just lime juice, lemon juice, triple sec, tequila. None of the super crazy variations that you can get with it. So this one's just the traditional salt on the rim, extra lime, nice and refreshing.
I'm curious. I wanted to see if you were going to talk about the color. That's the reason I went there, because sometimes I've heard that the lighter color is more traditional, where a lot of times you get a real yellow margarita. What are the thoughts there?
Yeah, it just depends. Silver tequila is definitely the traditional in a classic lime margarita, but you can change it up. You can do a reposado, which is a more aged tequila, and is probably going to give it that more golden dark color. You can also do it with a mezcal. We'll give it a smoky flavor, and also alter the color a little bit. But the lighter ones is definitely just going to be from that silver tequila.
Well, and I was going to ask Eva, you guys, I feel like Datz and the Datz family and the Datz group is so known for really changing up their menus, whether it be the food or the cocktail, and really kind of putting that extra pizzazz. Have you guys been able to still focus on that with everything going on, and certainly with opening back up? Is that still, are you guys going to be returning to maybe, again, you guys are probably the most creative people, I think, when it comes to drinks and food.
Well, thank you. We try to, always have the newest, coolest thing going on. We definitely have a whole new set of cocktails that are in the works. We've got, a new opening that just happened. So we tried to focus on that, but our new drinks are set to roll out pretty soon.
Okay, good. Carly, I know a lot of different restaurants and things had to kind of limit what they were doing just because of the change of business plan and the change of how everything was going on. All right, what you making there?
So and now I'm going to do a classic Aperol Spritz. So it's made, the recipe's pretty easy to remember because it's 3-2-1. It's 3 ounces of Prosecco. It's 2 ounces of the Aperol and 1 ounce of soda water.
Eva, I actually really like this drink. You guys have introduced me to it in studio. Here's my problem. You say it's easy to remember how to mix. I can't remember the what is it? The A word. I can't remember that word. So then I'm really
Aperol.
Aperol. I can't remember that.
What's the flavor of this? How would you describe this one?
So Aperol is an Italian aperitif that has a bitter orange and grapefruit flavor to it. Some of those who like their drinks a little bit sweeter, you can definitely add a little simple syrup if you want in it. You can add a little lemon juice for a little bit more of a citrus flavor to it. I prefer the classic where it's not too sweet, fresh orange in it. The Prosecco bubbles are great. It's super balanced and I love it. Very refreshing.
I was going to say for summer, that looks perfect.
Right. Aperol. I'm going to say that over and over to myself.
Aperol.
Aperol. Aperol. Okay, I'm going to have notes on my hand here before you know it.
Right.
All right. Well, again, bars kind of open across the restaurant group at Datz.
Yep. All of the bars will be open.
All right. Well, there is the location there in St. Pete. Eva, so good to see you. Take care. And we'll be curious to see how things are tonight.
Thank you. See you guys soon.
Bye, Eva.
All right. And stay right there. We'll be right back on the other side of the break.